Steve Domenico in the Room podcast on a Wednesday night live on Facebook. Share, follow, please, New England MMA. Share it, men, women, followers, friends, fans, haters. Because tonight we have three special guests, two of them on right now. Dave Durao and Nate Russell, fresh off wins this past Saturday night in Myrtle Beach, bros. Man, did you go to these fights just to have a vacation? Or was it, a kind of mix of things?
Man, hell no, man. I was in the room like 24/7. We did not leave the room. It was weigh in, drop weight, weigh in, watch movies, sleep, watch movies. We didn't leave the room, man.
Now,
we didn't do a goddamn thing.
Well, all right.
I know I didn't.
So the fights were Saturday night. When did you guys, Dave, I think you hung out a little while. Nate, did you leave?
I did.
Nate, did you leave kind of the next day, the next night?
Yeah, we left Sunday morning at we had to get on the plane at 3. So we just woke up, ate something, and took off. You know what I mean?
Nice. Well, were you with kind of the family? Who were your people that came with you?
It was just my girlfriend. I wanted to bring my kids, but it costed too much. But
yeah,
it was just my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend.
Well, Dave, you guys both on the same card. Did you guys both get the matchups at the same time, or did one of you get a fight before the other?
Actually, Nate Dogg is the one that got me the fight here. He was training one night, get off the mat to look at my phone. He's like, "Hey, you want to fight in South Carolina?" Obviously, the answer was yes. As soon as Coach Jair was down for it, we were matched up. In a couple of days, Nate? I think
it was like the next day they gave us the word.
Yeah.
It was like, all right,
let's go.
And then Dave, you ended up fighting for a title. And Nate, you didn't. Like, how does that work? They should have switched. Are you guys the same? You guys are the same. Yeah. Wait a minute. You guys are the same weight, right? Same weight class, correct?
Yeah.
All
yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, I'll be honest with you. I don't think they wanted Nate to fight that kid, man. They sent me down there to lose, straight up. I'm not gonna try to shit on the promotion too much, but. There were some things that happened. They said it was possibly going to be for a title shot, all camp. They told us no matter what, it'd be 3 rounds. I think it was like a week and a half out. They confirmed it was a title fight. Week of, they told me, hey, it's a 5-round fight. And then on top of it, the kid didn't need to make weight. He missed weight, was still eligible to fight for the title. And then to make it worse, before we fought, he was brought out to the cage to face off with another opponent for his next fight. So they were looking past me. They thought I was the easier fight, but they knew Nate was a killer. They wanted no part of my man down there, Nate Dogg.
And then you came through with the bomb.
And then we started dropping bombs.
Yeah, so I have that. Dave, you sent me some video on Messenger. I do have you dropping that kid, and then like I said, you were you were swatting mosquitoes that were around you on top of that kid. You grounded pounded them, and then you rear naked choked them, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that's your third win in a row and second knockout KO kind of.
Yeah, so I mean,
you knocked him down,
yeah,
but
I dropped him and subbed him. For me, that was the perfect way to finish it. Working with Coach Jair for the last year at FAA, my striking has come a long way. And then I just got my brown belt from Matt Bryers, Oz Frazier, and Kenny Catrona. So I got to display all my coach's hard work. So that was super special to me.
Nice.
Hey, I didn't even know that. Congratulations.
Hey.
Well, wait. All right.
Let's go.
Well, you guys, I mean, you always find out little things about each other. But Nate, what's your story, man? Your first fight since you captured that ammo 125 pound amateur with a KO, first round KO, I do believe of Bagley. But that was your first fight from 3 years or so. What's your story, man? Did you have babies? Did you just your job keep you from competing in the cage?
I fought Richie, and then a couple of years after that, I fought Richie, and then not too long after that, I had a son. I had a daughter, and then I had a son right after that. So I had 2 kids back to back, which kept me out of the ring. And then so that was 3 years off. And then when I came back, I fought Jake, and then I was supposed to fight for ammo in March, and that got canceled the day of weigh-ins.
Yep.
Then it was just sitting on the sidelines since March of last year, just waiting,
Well,
training and no fighting, just training and no fighting.
well, it shows
It was
off,
a
and
long.
it
It was a
shows.
long. It felt like one long camp between the fight from March and to this one. It was one long ass camp.
Well, I mean, every time you show your face or show your skills out there, you're kind of dropping people. You mentioned, or bringing them, just suffocating them into 3 rounds. As far as the you said that fight with Richie, the people that don't know out there, you fought Richie Santiago at Cage Titans 28 back in 2016. That's your only loss in your fighting career, man. And then you had kids right after that. Was like that kind of was that planned? Like your girlfriend said, "Hey, it's time to have
The
settle."
first one was planned. The second one just came out of nowhere. But you know what I mean? How kids go. You start swimming in the ocean, you stay out there. You know what I mean?
well, hey, you got it over. You got it over with quick. You know what I mean? They're around the same. Yeah.
We don't need no more. We got two. Now I can focus on fighting from now on.
Awesome. Boy, girl, 2 girls, 2 boys. What do you got over there?
Yeah, I got a son and a daughter.
Hey.
They're 13 months apart.
Best of both worlds, man. God bless you, man.
Yeah, I got and then my daughter's in school now. My son starts school next year, so it's time to more focus on fighting, you know.
Excellent. Well, you hold on there, Dave, because we've spoken in the past. This is my first time really speaking with Nate, man. So Nate, bro, you get this fight. I saw your interview after. It was really cool. Really, you're really humble dude, because you were giving credit to, the team, everyone else, and really credit to the opponent that you had. Dude, let's talk a little bit about your fight, because you said this dude was really game, and you wish you could have showed more, but this kid was no slouch. He has a great record. He's got about, 6 or 7 fights also, right?
Yeah, he's 6-2. I mean, he took some time off too. He's been out, like, he had the same story as I had. He had kids and he took some time off, and this was his first fight back. You know what I mean? So, but if he didn't take so much time off, I'd imagine that he would be highly ranked, just like I was, like I am, you know what I mean? But I wanted to finish him. That was the goal. And then as I got more comfortable in the fight and time started going down, I got more sloppy, just trying to rush everything, trying to get through it, you know what I mean? Because I really wanted to finish, and then I didn't get it. And even now, I've been watching tape like over and over again. But watching the video over and over and over again, like, what did I do wrong? What do I need to do? What do I need to work on? You know what I mean? Because I didn't get the fight, and I didn't get the finish, and it's really eating at me. You know what I mean?
Was your
Nate's one of his own harshest critics, man. I see it in the gym. He's just like me, and I just want to point out, everyone knows Nate's got crazy power in his hands. The dude is the hardest hitting flyweight in the Northeast, no question. But let's talk about this dude's wrestling, bro. Like, I think the cat's out of the bag now. This dude is the best wrestler in the amateur flyweight division in the Northeast as well. Like, legit, he showed it, man. To me, it was super impressive. We got to see a new fold from his game, and that was cage time. I was like, Jesus Christ, man, this boy can just fucking wrestle his ass off.
I could be better. I think I made a couple mistakes.
Sounds
happy with it, man. Like I said, I'm never happy, man. There's too many things. I'm not looking at the good. I'm looking at the things I need to fix. You know what I mean?
Always.
Sounds just like his interview, man. Let's talk a little bit about that, because, this is a new, a new promotion, I imagine, because it's Ultimate Battleground 7. It was their 7th event. I don't know if they merged from somewhere else, or this is just out of, they made this promotion out of scratch. But are they based in South Carolina, or is that's where Myrtle Beach is, right? South Carolina.
That's where they've been having fights. I don't know. I think they might have had one in Raleigh before, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's actually Derek Bunson's promotion. So, I think the matchmaker is, and then Derek are both from North Carolina area.
Excellent.
Yeah, they're both in Wilmington, so I don't know. Maybe he stages it there because it's close. He's got a good venue. The venue is pretty decent. It's at a resort on the beach. There's all types of activities to do there. You know what I mean? So it makes sense to have it there.
It's a mad golfing area too. I mean, the people like that place is flocked with just tourists and everything else. Dave, you experienced some of the wonderful things they have to offer people that are going there to play around, right?
Yeah, we had a good time. After the fight, took it easy the night of the fight. I used to try to party after, and I used to get myself sick usually. So I waited till the next day, but the next day, I could, I was struggling to walk around a little bit. My leg was kind of banged up, so we rented a golf cart and I think I hit every bar possible along that strip and had some type of frozen fruity drink with whipped cream.
Nice, man. So what
And,
what are we about? A featherweight at this point right now?
No, I'm actually sitting about still at my fight weight. I think.
Really?
I'm right there. Yeah, I stay pretty strict on my restricted eating, my fasting. I've been doing 18 and 6 hours consistently for about a year and a half. So I try to stay strict. Even my cheat meals. You guys saw I was eating sushi before this. That's my idea of cheats these days. So try to stay healthy,
I'm living on chocolate and cookie dough, man.
Well, fucking Nate,
It's my week off, man.
Nate was sending us pictures of a taco truck or a Mexican
Yo,
taco.
I'm telling you, it's going down all week, man. There's no diet right now. I'm eating
This guy can take a
dude.
deuce and make weight though.
Yeah, I can imagine, dude.
He's a lucky man. I had a bit of a cut. This was I cut more than I had ever cut in the past. I've gotten much bigger in the last 2 years since I fought. So I have to be very careful with everything I do at this point, with the size I put on.
And
Nate's like odd though, because you made weight perfect. You know what I mean? You were like slowly coming down, and you're right there on weight. And I'm 2 over, and I drop a couple of pounds, and then all of a sudden I weigh in at 123. Yeah, what's going on?
That's right, because I just I looked at your Tapology. I think they take your last weigh-in, and it said It said 123. Now, Nate, you're a few inches. How much taller are you than Dave?
He's shorter, actually.
We're twins, so we're kind of in the same ballpark.
Oh, you're about the same height?
Yeah.
Oh, you just look you look taller. I think it's just because maybe your body type is a little leaner. A little. I could have sworn he would.
Baby, let's
probably
go.
the alien from Men in Black. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's one of the Greys. Check this
Little
man's
gray
DNA.
Oh my
I think
God.
that's why he hits so hard, bro. I think he's got some alien blood in him.
Oh, all right, dude.
Yeah, but the day of, I was 128, and I was like, damn, I got to drop a couple pounds. We start getting working, and then at the end, I'm 123, and I'm like, fuck.
Time to hit the taco before the fucking weigh-in. But dude,
then I ate. I ate after that too, and that's still 123. So.
Well, it didn't matter, man. And Nate, the guy you fought, man, that guy was a thick dude, man. I mean, I don't know how tall he was, but
he was short. Yeah, but he's short and wide. Like, he was probably about 5'1", maybe 5'2".
He was like
he was
like a John Dobson. Is that his name? Dobson. What's
yeah. John Dotson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a pretty compact guy. So what, Nate? As far as that fight, I mean, you said you got to work on a lot of stuff, but I mean, there had to be some pros that you took out of that fight, some positives. I mean, you got your hand raised. You fought a dude, that had a great record, and I'm pretty sure you probably fought him in his kind of neck of the woods. So what'd you take away from that fight as far as the positives?
I mean, exactly what you said. He's a game opponent. He didn't give up the whole time. I had to fight the whole fight. You know what I mean? He had a great record. He was 6-2. You know what I mean? And he was strong. You know what I mean? So he was just some bum to push over. But other than that, like I said, I'm not happy with my performance at all.
Well, you talked about the fight a little bit. You said that first round. You didn't feel that comfortable on your feet with him, and you tired him out. You felt you tired him out, and then you went to your game, the second and third round. Putting on, that real, bringing him into deep waters. That's kind of your game. If the striking's not working, right?
Well, I mean, I kind of try to play it out, like however the fight's going. I just try to, play to my advantages, however I feel in the moment. So when he came out, he was throwing heavy. He pushed me against the fence, and I have pretty decent takedown defense. So I felt really comfortable, and that's pretty much how the first round went. And then as it came out for the second round, he was just throwing bombs. Like, he was just trying to take my head off. And then he got really close enough to me so I could grab him. And then once I grabbed him, I was like, I could probably do pretty well wrestling with him. And then when I did pretty well wrestling him, I was like, you might as well just keep it on the ground then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it worked out. It worked out to your advantage. You got your hand raised, and another win under your belt. As far as you, my friend, when do you want to get back in there? What's your timeline?
ASAP. Well, I'm going on vacation. and I'll be back around the beginning of July. But after that, we need to find fights fucking immediately, immediately.
Well,
Cage Titans, let us know. Cage Wars, let me know. Combat Zone, let me know. Reality, let me know. I want everybody. If you were top 10, if you were top 5 flyweight, let me know. I'm trying to bang. If you want to bang, holla at me for real.
excellent.
Dogg.
Well, Nate, you
Yeah, cool,
are
sit around.
you are the number one amateur flyweight in New England. I don't know what you're ranked on the Northeast. I'm sure it's up there now because you
Number one.
is he number one in
Yeah,
the
I'm number
Northeast.
one. Yeah.
So, dude,
So,
I mean,
and if you're number 2, number 3, number 4, I'm gonna just call names out because they're names I know that are ranked. So Poirier, let's get it in. Caleb Austin, let's get it
That's
in.
mine. I want
Okay,
Caleb
you take
Austin.
one
I
of
want
them.
Caleb Austin for the reality title.
well, all right,
You know,
all right.
I-
So guys, you're talking about these other events. Nate, I know you. I don't know, Dave. I think you fought for Ammo and Cage Titans and this other organization. You
Yeah.
never fought for Reality, correct?
Nope. Yeah. So Nate Dogg gets his pick, right? He's the number one guy. We're training partners. We train out of the same camp. So he's been fighting longer. He's ranked higher. I'm newer to the team. He gets his pick of the litter. If I had my way, I would love to fight Caleb Austin. Reality. I can't say when it's gonna happen, but there's rumors that things are happening. So we'll see what happens. Me, Nate Dogg, Coach Chair, we'll all talk. We'll figure out what events are coming up and see what's up. But end of the day, really what matters, I think, is that me and Nate should be ranked 1 and 2. Nate is number 1, and at this point, like, no disrespect to those guys, I'm not really into like talking shit, dude. I've gotten caught up in that before. So all respect to the guys that are ranked above me right now, but I'm 4 and 2. I'm on a 3-fight win streak with 2 finishes. I've clearly evolved every single fight. My only losses come to a kid that's on the Ultimate Fighter. The kid's undefeated. Like, we can all, say Mitch is definitely a special fighter, that we've seen come out of New England. So, I think for now, I've been active. I'm finishing guys. I'm on a win streak. Nate should be number 1, and I should be number 2. And we're going to own all the AMU titles in New England, and hopefully the Northeast.
Well, before we speak about, because there are promotions opening up, as we know, Cage Titans has got a show June 19th, and then Mike talked about having an amateurs maybe a week or 2 after that. I mean, it's Mike's Cage Titans is going to have cards every other week, at least twice a month, and I would imagine Reality and these other organizations, Premier, Ammo included in the Mass, Worcester areas. They're going to be getting shows at a limited capacity, but they're going to get things done. Like there's ideas out there. Have a small show. You can only have a few fighters, a few people in there. But if it's in a big enough venue that has like maybe a hall on the side, they can put big screens and stream the fights in there and get some people in there to sell tickets. So there's, as long as they okay the fights to actually happen and a few people to be able to be involved to see the fights there, possibilities are endless, especially when it's so thin and fights haven't happened. People will go through hoops and needle eyes to make things happen and to watch fights. So let's talk a little bit before we get to that and some opportunities for you guys. Let's talk about the training camp and FAA, because Dave, you spoke about you're the newest guy to the camp. Nate, you've given a lot of credit to FAA. You wouldn't be where you are without them. Great camp. Dave, how'd you get involved? How'd you team up with FAA? I know cross training was involved, but how'd you make them kind of your home now?
Yeah, I met Jeremy from my first fight, and I had been out there a few times. I had a lot of respect for Jer. I could tell that he really cared about his fighters, and there was things in my game that I saw that I could really, and obviously improve on. I'm always improving, but I thought Jeremy was kind of that guy. I think our styles meshed very well. I think he kind of really understands the psychology of a fighter. There's things that I needed to work on that I've been working on since I've been there. not only in my technique and my game and my fight IQ, but also mentally. And talking to Nate Dogg actually after coming off my broken hand, we were training. We live very close to each other, so we were training in my garage, and I at that time I just decided I was gonna, make the jump. Things were kind of slow down here for training. I was trying to figure out what I was doing, where I was going, and me and Jeremy connected. We did a little trial run, see how things worked out, and I never left. And then on top of that, I really got back to my jiu-jitsu roots, being with the Cage JSA. My buddy Cameron Zissie's also out of there, who's probably the best amateur welterweight in New England, going pro. So I got back with Matt Briers, Kenny Catrona, Oz Parazier, and really worked with them, sharpening up my jiu-jitsu, and it's just worked out to be the perfect mixture for me.
Excellent. Well, Dave, New England hasn't seen you in a little while. I mean, since what? The ammo fight. When was that?
2019.
2019. So we're going on,
That's right.
We're almost 2 years. I don't know if we're close to 2 years.
Yeah.
Year and a half.
We're on the same card. We're on the same
Yeah, we're on
Yes,
the same card, yeah.
exactly. And you had that first round knockout of Jake Bagley, where I do believe you were supposed to fight Jake for Cage Titans. Is that when you? No, you.
Nate spoiled my title shot. This fucking guy over here. I was like,
right.
We were scheduled
That's
to fight.
right.
Pulver was telling Jake, "Hey, don't take this fight, dude."
Yeah.
And then as soon as I saw he was fighting Nate, I'm like, these plans are all fucked up, because I knew Nate was gonna knock him out. Like, no disrespect to Jake, but I knew
that was a game motherfucker too,
Yeah.
man. That nigga was trying to take my head off.
he's tough as hell, man. But I just knew, man, Nate Dogg coming back, what the division was what was gonna happen, So,
and in at that time you were from two different camps, still the same area, and trained with the same people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been training with Nate since my first fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't like, you weren't knowing who he's like matched up or fighting. Like when you heard that, you were like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah, I texted him like, "Oh man," I'm like, "You're gonna knock this boy out."
Yeah, man. So, and then you got another matchup, and then that's when you talked about your hand kind of shit the bed, and it's all happens for a reason, bro. Because 2 fights and 2 big finishes.
Yeah. 3 in a row. Beating Aziz. And it's funny, man. I did my post fight with you at Cage Titans, and you had said to me, we kind of see your style now. You're a takedown, top pressure type guy, controlling the fighters, and now you're starting to see new wrinkles, right? And like it's coming out more and more. And the more I get comfortable, I was a little first round of this fight, it was okay. I was a little shaky. Second round was still trying to knock the cobwebs off, and once I let the anxiety go, and let it loose, you saw the results. But yeah, there's so much more to come, dude. Especially working with Jared, my striking is coming a long way. And if you hit the mat with me, I'm going to take your neck. So,
excellent, my man. Well, Nate, my man, you are kind of a veteran of the FFA mats over there, man. How long have you been with them? Has it been since the start, or did you get your start at another camp and then jump with them?
No, I started with FAA. Well, no, I started with Plus One when I first started working out. I was with Plus One, and then I went to Springfield College, and Springfield College, I started going to FAA because Jeff Haddad was up there. And he came to Springfield and, okay, let's hook up. And then from there, I was like, I'm not going nowhere else. But then I had kids, and then I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to travel all the way up here. And I went to Underdog for a couple of months, and I went to Thornton's for a couple months, but it wasn't vibing, like it wasn't what I was used to, you know what I mean? No disrespect to them, because they're great, you know what I mean? Thornton's and Underdog, they do their thing, you know what I mean? But it's just they weren't the same what I had grown to love and grown to get used to and used to training out of, you know what I mean? So then I was like, I gotta go back to FAA if I'm gonna fight, and I had to, you know what I mean? Like I don't think I could go anywhere else. Even if I was to go to like top team, I'd probably be like, yo, this is weird as fuck. I can't do this. I gotta go back to FAA. This shit ain't different right
And there's nothing wrong with loving home, bro. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you need extra looks. Bring them down to FAA and get that work in there with you guys.
That's exactly how I felt. Like
Yeah.
it's cool, but it's like it's not home, man. There ain't no place like home.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I mean?
I know you mix it up with Kenny's champion and I think Will Smith also, two huge great guys, and Will Smith getting it done, man. Sriracha, man, the guy's fucking he's a
Doing
character,
his
man.
damn thing, man. He's a beast. I mean, that's what I love about here. Like that's what I like about around the region. Like nobody ever has any ill will that I know of that I work with. Everybody's like open arms, like, oh, come on, come train with us. Come work over here. I can go to FACT. I can go to Underdog. I can go to Thornton's. I can go to the Randy's gym. Forgot his last name. Randy
Bro.
Yeah, I can go to his gym. You know what I mean? I can just. There's always love everywhere. I get in with Kenny. Get in with Will. Get in with Anthony Alvarado. Get in with Carlos Candelario. All these dudes. It's all love. You know, Johnny Lopez, Justin Valentine. Everybody's like, hey, come on, let's get it in. Let's train. You know what I mean? There's never any hate. You know what I mean? There's never any spitefulness around it with anybody. You know what I mean? It's good to have everybody coming together.
All them names you just mentioned, I think every one of them's had a belt, has a belt, and or is just about to get a belt or searching for a belt. You train with nothing but killers, even cross training. I mean, FAA, Underdog, Thornton. These couple of gyms that you named that you said weren't the home you were looking for, but you still have these killers at your disposal to get extra work anytime, man. New England's thriving, dude, and you two are right at the cusp of it when things are opening up, and you got these big fights from last Saturday night under your belt, man. So how's that make you feel going forward with these other events opening up? Because you guys got the work in, man. You have fights that other people don't have at this point.
Hungry as fuck. I feel like I haven't accomplished anything.
That's
I'm
right.
so irritated right now. I feel like I got a long way to go to get where I want to be, and I feel like I haven't done anything. So we got to start work on Monday. Tomorrow, Monday,
Right.
Today is eat and do nothing, and Monday is when we got to get back to work. For me, anyway. I mean,
Same here.
thing with you, Dave. Is there anyone in the
Yeah.
camp right now getting ready for a fight coming up that you guys are going to be able to kind of like help out and get ready for something, or is it just stay ready every day for some opportunity?
there's
I'll
nobody
be in
at
camp
FAA
very shortly.
Cam's fighting soon. There's nobody at FAA fighting right now, but I mean Isaiah Long, he's a monster. So I mean when he's gonna be wrestling soon, but when he actually decides to fight and he's healthy, like he's a problem. Then you got Tim Flores is another monster. So if he can get a fight, that he's gonna be another killer to start messing with. You know what I mean?
The last card I was at the premiere card. I think it was like February of 2020, right before COVID. And you guys from FAA had a couple of fighters in there. One dude was like, they were both great, but I remember one dude just really going in there, and he was an animal. I think he might have fought one of the Team Link guys and took him out real quick. I can't think.
Oh no! Are you thinking of the Cam Brzezinski, Chris Almasteka fight?
I can't, yeah,
Cam slammed him in the first round.
Was that your
So
guy?
Cam's from the Cage JSA. He's one of my teammates. He's 4-0. He's got the premier title. That's a dude that I think New England's kind of sleeping on, man. He's young. He's athletic as all hell. The kid is very, very good. He actually was down with me in South Carolina. South Carolina Commission doesn't give a shit. He hopped the fence when I won and ran into the cage. Turned around, his ass was right there. But yeah, he's a serious up and comer that people need to watch out for.
That shit was pandemonium, man. When you dropped that bomb, and I was like, finish him! And then you put the choke on, and all I heard in the next part of the video was like,
Let's go! Oh, I thought the guy.
It was a wave, it was a wave.
That's Cam.
Oh, I thought. Right now, I have. While you guys were talking about that, I have a couple of pictures. One of you with your coach, Dave with the belt, Nate, you, and then the young lady there who is a jiu-jitsu crazy. I've seen that. I've seen her at reality, open up the shows
Future
plenty
world
of times.
champion.
So
future UFC world champion. She beat a 25-year-old girl by armbar on the
She's
same
14.
card. She competed.
She's
She
14.
dude, she is literally going to be a UFC champion. No question.
Yeah, it's not just BJJ. She gets it in. She gets it in with the hands too. She wrestles.
Was this a jiu-jitsu match she had, or was it a? Oh, okay, excellent. How not push her too soon, but how old is she, and what's her timeline as far as wanting to do MMA?
14.
She's 14.
Oh, fuck! Jesus Christ! Never mind. She's got plenty of time to fucking.
Yeah. She's a killer though.
Good. But I do have pictures of a bunch of people went to this traveled to these fights with you guys, huh?
Dude, yeah, the support was amazing.
Crowded place, man. Like it was elbow to elbow, pretty much elbow to elbow, the whole room. You know what I mean? It wasn't very much room to walk around in. Only outside.
There's no COVID in South Carolina.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's never been there.
Nobody gave a fuck.
COVID never happened down there. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Dude, that's where most of our fighters are, been heading down south, getting that work, and amateurs mostly. I mean, there's a ton of amateur promotions between Florida, Virginia, Tennessee's got them. Jesus, everyone's got him. So let's we got a couple of more minutes before I got to get to Kris Moutinho. But dude, Dave, you're ready to get in there. Nate's got a little vacation coming. He said somewhere in July. But what do you mentioned reality? Something might be happening with them. They're famous for coming out in June. They've had cards June and January. That's kind of their two events they have during the year. So maybe they could stick with the June if it has to be pushed to July. But Dave, what's your timeline, and what are you thinking? And can you give a bean or two? You talking with anyone?
Yeah, so I mean, I really do have my heart set on that reality title, and the reason, honestly, is that the last champion was Tim Flores. That title was at FAA, and I want to keep it at FAA, and I want to bring another belt to the cage JSA. Right now, that's my focus. Just keep improving, get more fight experience. The more and more I get in there, dude, the more comfortable I get, and it's going to show better results. But at the same time, looking at the top guys, Tyler Randall's out. He's a pro. He lost his pro debut. Yep. That's what happens when you fight fucking bums in Vermont. So get the fuck out of here, rookie Randall. And then
I'll clip that piece out
right below that right below that is Caleb, and I think personally he hasn't fought very tough competition. I think NEF's kind of protected him. We saw him lose and not lose, and I think it's time, if he wants that number 2 spot now that Tyler's gone, I think he needs to be tested by a real guy, and I'm that guy. Like you said, Nate's a veteran in this division, so am I. If you look at who else is the longest standing flyweights, it's me and Nate that have been around the longest. So, come get it, come get it. So excellent. I want that title, and it's time for him to step up to fight real competition. His promotion shouldn't be protecting him anymore. Come down. Reality's one of the longest standing promotions in New England. Kip Collar's got a deep history in the sport. It'd be an honor to fight for their title, and then I can put this young kid away and show that I am the second best flyweight in New England and in the Northeast, and FAA will sit at the top of the table.
Excellent. Nate, you can end this little segment with you guys on what is going on with you, and you looking for kind of the same thing with David. You talked about July. He's probably going to be ready in June, but if there's a card in July available for both of you to be on to do some damage, man, is that what you're looking for?
I won't be ready. I'll be coming back at the beginning of July. So hopefully by the end of August or September, I will hopefully be able to, if something pops off. Hopefully I can get in Cage Titans. I haven't heard from Ovir yet. I hit him up, but he hasn't gotten back to me. So hopefully he can get back to me soon. We can schedule something. I know he's got a event coming up soon, but hopefully the next one after that. I hit Triton Fights up. They haven't gotten back to me. Cage Wars has gotten back to me, but he doesn't have anything scheduled yet. But he said he'd let me know. But no disrespect to anybody I call out. Like, I'm not trying to start any problems. I'm not trying to get into all this other internet bullshit. You know what I mean? I just want to fight. So, if your name is Crossy, let's get it in. If your name is Coyo, let's get it in. Tuska, Solis, Cabal, De La Cruz, let's go. You know what I mean? Any one of these guys. Poirier, you're all the way down at the list, but you're a big ass dude. I know you can bang. You know what I mean? So it ain't no shame if you was to get in the cage either. So like any one of them. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to have no
You know
back and
what? You know,
forth.
Dave. I know you were scheduled to go against Poirier, but that fight you got injured. But I know he just had surgery maybe the end of last year, so he's recouping. But you know, Nate, that timeline might be good for both of you. He might be ready in that August time. He might be ready now. I'm not sure, but I know he's training. So that might be something Cage Titans might be interested in. I mean, David might be fighting earlier for his own things. I mean, but you know that fight's always there for you too, David. But you're kind of you're what, 6? What are you now? What are you, 4-2, 5-2?
4-2. Yep.
So I mean, you know, we got options, and you're kind of holding the cards right now on what you want.
Yeah, like I said, you know, as long as Nate Russell is number 1, I'm number 2 on the rankings, dude. I think that's what's most important.
No, man. I think you're gonna be taking over that one spot soon. You're gonna take that one spot.
Well,
keep dropping those bombs, boy.
it's gonna be a little. I mean,
I don't got alien blood, bro. There's no way I can't take that number 1 spot.
Right.
I gotta have some alien DNA.
All right, guys, I gotta let you go, but give shout outs real quick, and I'll let you get out of here. And we'll definitely talk down the line. We'll have you on separate, so you guys, people don't confuse you two as twins here.
I know. Well, hold on. I got the sign.
Oh, there's that sign.
Yo, we got the sign. Boom. They won't confuse us. We got the sign.
So
yeah. I just want to shout out real quick. FAA, all my teammates, all my sparring partners there. Coach Jeremy. Same with the Cage JSA. Matt Briers, Oz Frazier, Kenny Catrona, all my training partners there. And then I want to give 2 shout outs real quick to some New England fighters, dude, that have been around forever. That I have a lot of respect for. Cheers to Dennis Sweetbread Paiva on a fantastic career, man. I've been watching you before I even started fighting, dude. I was following you. You're a stud of a pork chop, dude. I love that you represented the Portuguese well. And cheers on a great career. And then Johnny Cupcakes Campbell, baby, with a huge fucking win. I mean, unbelievable, bro. I watched that fight. I was so fucking hyped to fight the next night, dude. I felt like New England was coming through like an army, dude, last weekend to take wins. You know, me and Nate Dogg got it done. Gianna got it done. And my man Cupcakes with the biggest win of his career. And I cannot wait to see him put James Gallagher in a body bag and send him back to Ireland, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, Nate. Shout outs, anything? Say hi to girlfriend, kids.
Hey, man. Shout out to all the partners I got. Lumberjack. Juggernaut, man, came through like a killer, man.
Yeah,
Good looking out, man. I don't know what we do without you. He drove all the way down there, stayed the night, and then drove all the way back, man. I can't believe the dedication this dude has, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Maddie. Shout out to Isaiah. I left you out last time. My bad. Tim, Darren, everybody else at FAA. Shout out to Underdog. Shout out to Thorin. Shout out to Ascension, because I know y'all got killers up there too. I'm gonna be up there soon. Everybody else, Randy Francis. I know I ain't been down there in a while. Shout out to my girlfriend. Shout out to my girl's family and all them for holding the kids down and keeping everything together when we're not there. You know what I mean? Allow me to come to practice and watching the kids and all that. But I mean, if I forgot y'all, don't feel disrespected. Don't feel like I forgot. You know what I mean? It's hard to say it on the fly. You know what I mean?
My man, you said enough, man. Very humble, a killer in there, a great dude, man. From just talking to you, and listen to your interview after and watching you on social media. You're a character like Dave here with the little puppy. Dave, we're gonna have to get up.
Hey, with the clowns, man. It's not fun if it ain't no jokes. You know what I mean?
That's
all right, guys. I gotta let you go. I gotta get Kris on, and man.
Hey, shout out to Kris, man. He's been doing this shit for a while too.
Yeah,
man.
dude. He's
Savage.
gonna fight.
He's a beast too, man. I know. I've been watching him for a minute.
Yeah. He's gonna fight the end of this month. So he's back in the cage. So good for him.
Yeah. Good luck to him.
He's incapable of having a boring fight.
Exactly.
Jesus.
All right, guys. I'm going to let you go.
Right, man.
You have a good one.
All right, man. I got to go eat.
Later. Again?
All right. Eat.
All right, my friends. All right. Let's give. I got to get their text off. And let's get Kris up. Oh, that's not Kris. All right. So sorry, Kris. Um, is that what I want right there? That's what I want right there. All right. So we're gonna call Kris Moutinho right now and see what's up with him. Where are you, Kris? There he is. Let's see what happens. Now I might have to change the screen a little bit for Kris here, just because I had two guests on right now. Kris, my man, what are you in the car, my man? You been waiting for me, buddy? I'm so sorry.
Nah, bro, I'm good, bro.
All right, my man. I gotta get you on. There you are, right there, my friend. Chris, bro. Thanks so much for coming on, man. We just had Dave Durao and Nate Russell, man. Two amateur 125ers getting it done in Myrtle Beach last Saturday night, bro. So New England, on all fronts, pros and amateurs are kind of getting it done in other places, man. So, Chris, welcome to the show once again, man. How you doing?
Oh, thanks for having me, man. And congratulations to those guys, man. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
The new generation coming up, they'll be pros probably, hopefully, by the end of the year, maybe sooner with things opening up. So, Chris, you're on the show tonight, not only because you're a friend of mine, you're a killer in New England, but you have a fight coming up. Dude, let's talk about the opportunity. They're supposed to be coming out with your poster. I don't know if you announced who you're fighting or where you're fighting. I don't know if you can do that tonight. But what's going on with you on the 28th?
So, yeah, they haven't really said I couldn't, and it's like the contract signed, everything like that. Everything like that is all set. So I'm assuming I can. I'm fighting for Cage Fury down in Philly. Um, it's a great opportunity, man. It's a lot of fights were pulling out, a lot of fights where I had a lot of opportunities and they all kept falling through. So finally something just clicked, and I'm gonna get to go show why I feel like I'm the number one guy in the world right now.
Excellent. Well, as we know, CFFC is they're a pretty damn big promotion as far as in the regional level. A lot of shows have been going on. They've been getting a huge eyes on them. A lot of great finishes in the last couple of cards have gotten some huge play on social media, dude. It's going to be your first time, traveling. I think this is this your first time fighting for another promotion other than CES as far as the pro ranks?
Yeah, yes, for sure. I did like some Muay Thai stuff
Yeah.
from the promotion, but as of MMA, it's my first one, and I'm excited, man. It's new scenery, new cage. Get to go test myself in a place where they can't say that it's my home. You know what I mean? Like I don't get that same oh they're feeding you fighters and all this other stuff, which I don't know how anybody could say that anyway. I've only fought killers throughout my entire career. And this kid's no different. This kid's got a 6-5 record. He's got a 6-5 record. It's not a great record, but if you look at the guys he's fought a 4-0 guy from Lucas Brennan from Bellator who's beating everybody. He's fought a lot of good guys, and he's not easy to finish. So it's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a war.
Well,
That's kind of like,
I do have his picture up here. You did mention his record. I did speak with the promotion, and they did give me his name, so I'm going to throw his name up here right now. And you mentioned it's Andrew Salas. He's 6-5. This guy, even though 6-5, 11 pro fights, he's only been finished, I think, once in 11 fights. So this guy either goes the distance, or he goes either he goes the distance or wins or loses in there. He's a grinder, Chris. He's kind of a dude that I think is a great fight for you as far as, showing what you did show in your last fight, just, taking that momentum and running with it.
yeah, no, for sure, man. I think it's gonna be a great fight. This is the kind of fight I like, man. I like hard nosed, tough dudes just like me who like to fight. You know what I mean? Like I want to go out there and put on an exciting fight every time I go in there, and I want to get the finish. So that's what I'm going for. Whether I get it or not, I'm not sure. I'm not worried about that. I'm just gonna go for it the entire time, and so I found something inside me since I moved to regiment that is 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 very evident of the years I put into this. It's like I if I go into a fight and don't overthink the fight and just go out there and fight, you're gonna get a great performance. It's when I'm overthinking everything and I'm listening to other people and I'm worried about everything. That's when I mess up. This fight's gonna be no different, man. I'm just gonna go out there and fight, and you're gonna see what happens.
Now you spoke about regimen. I just showed a little of you getting some pad work in with Brian Raposo, the head coach there, head striking coach there. I think this is what is this going to be your second fight with them? Were you with them? You were with them for the CES fight. Was that the first training camp, or kind of like you got together with them for a full training camp?
Yeah, I started with them like a little bit into like right before quarantine, and then everything started happening, and that was my first camp. As we started, everything started kind of getting a little bit more open, a little bit. We started training for that one, and you saw what happened, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was just everything just clicked, man. I got to a point where I love all everybody that got me to this point, and I owe them everything. But going and getting a little less comfortable, I feel like comfort kills in the sport. You know what I mean? It's having to change, having to drive an hour to train, having to do all this hard all the hard stuff to get to where I need to be. Man, coming here has fixed the little holes in some of the game in my game, fixed some of my old techniques, gave me new techniques, and it's allowing me to just try new things and not have to not worry about if I'm coming in the gym, teaching, doing this. Like I'm just here to train, man, and they're gonna show me everything, and I'm just gonna listen and get better. And I've grown exponentially. My jiu-jitsu's better, my wrestling's fucking better, my striking's getting better, and it's just everything is growing tenfold right now.
Well, the camp, you going to regiment, not that the camp that you are used to and what like was your home before that wasn't giving you everything you needed, but I think being at regiment, you're more of in a kind of central place because I know you were getting work at Lausanne's maybe on a Saturday, but regiment is the kind of camp, kind of gym that is kind of like a Lausanne's where they have their own sparring. People can come there. It's big enough. It's well known enough. You got enough killers there that are really producing that people want to go to regiment. I mean, you got Ross Levine there giving striking lessons and other guys in and out. I've seen some of your old training partners from your old camps kind of meshing around with you at regiment. Is it did a couple of guys follow you from your old place there?
There's a couple guys that they're not just training partners. They're my brothers.
Yeah.
Little Brandon Demore, he's my brother, man. Wherever I go, I'm gonna take that kid until the day I die and the day I'm done with this sport. That's my little brother, and a couple other guys just come through every once in a while, and the coaches are super cool and let them come in. And I owe these guys everything. You know what I mean? These guys have been nothing but humble and open to me and allowing me to train and allowing me to grow. And these guys are some of the best people I've been in the sport. And it 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 really shows in the way you see guys, like even the new guys coming up. Like when I was coming up in the sport and trying to take my first couple fights, I didn't even feel comfortable throwing punches. And you see some of these guys taking their first smokers, and they look like they've been fighting for 10 years. There's guys that are coming in, take Brian's kickboxing class for a couple months, and they look like they're professional strikers. They could do a lion fight tomorrow or something like that. You know what I mean? Like these guys, Brian and Tommy know their shit, and all the other coaches they have in there, like Drew and Maddie and Fozzie and everybody else in there, that they all know their shit. They all know their shit, and they're growing a team that is going to be fucking frightening in a few years.
Yeah, and just a couple of them people on that team that are making waves. You got Mitch Raposo, who right now is on the Ultimate Fighter show being recorded. Right now, he might be fighting in the cage. You don't know what's going on with him. He's on the lock and key. You know him very well now. That dude must be dying without his phone, right? Without looking at his phone, right?
Can't take a selfie right now.
So Kris, I mean, he's one of those young guys. I mean, not that you're not young, dude. You are not even in your prime yet as fighting. I mean, you got a ton of experience on your belt, but your age, man, you aren't even there yet. You got plenty of time to improve and get to where you want to be. But Mitch is there a little earlier. How is it exciting to watch one of your newest training partners make it there and to get work with this kid and see him grow?
No, he's a monster, man. I'm super excited for him. He works hard. He does all the things that he deserves it. You know what I mean? He has done everything to get to that point. He finishes fights. He's a good looking kid. He sells himself and he works hard. So I think he's gonna kill it. And his style is so good for that show, man. I think he's gonna kill that show, man. I don't see any guys on the list that are gonna even touch him. And we're gonna probably be hearing that the kids in the fucking UFC on the finale for who knows, man. But I can't wait. I can't wait.
Exactly. Yeah, we're planning on seeing him in the finale. And you speak about his skills. It's not only that's going to make him on a star on that show. He's a good kid. He's well spoken. He's been taken care of by Tyson and Top Game management the right way. Says the right things. The kid is a professional all around, and that's shining through in all you guys, man. You're all killers in the cage, but very modest on the outside of the cage. You're not big, real shit talkers online. You let your fighting kind of do the talking for you. And that's definitely kind of how, Top Game management is. You guys are true professionals, and you have shown it in and out of the cage, man. How are you feeling getting ready to this fight, man? What's today, the 12th? We're a couple of weeks away, right? A little over 2 weeks away. What's going on, Kris, man? You're traveling to another place, man, and ready to, put the kill again. What's the feeling like, second time around after COVID?
It feels no different, man. It's the same thing. I'm dialed in already, man. 2 weeks out, I'm dialed in. My body feels good. The weight's coming down. I feel strong. I feel fast. I feel better than I did the last fight. And I say that every fight, but it's just getting easier and easier and easier, and I'm feeling stronger, man. Like realistically, I tell this to everybody, is like the fighting part's the easy part. It's me having to deal with the cutting weight and working about training and getting to the gym and doing all this. I could just walk into a cage and fight. I don't have any brain cells left, man. I'm just gonna go get punched in the head and I'm gonna punch somebody in the head. That's the easy part. I don't get tired doing that. It's the exhaustion of training and going to the gym and driving an hour, getting out of work, and that's the hard part for me, man. And I love training. It's not the training part. Once I'm in the gym, I'm good to go. But it's just forcing myself to do all the extra shit that I need to do to get into the cage. If I could just fight every day, man, I would just fight every day. I'm gonna be a vegetable by the end of this anyway. So let's just do it, man.
Dude, as you're talking about this, I was just playing your fight from CES, the finish, like the last minute there, where you were really putting on the kid, and that's kind of your motto, Kris. You get in a dog fight, you make this person feel like they might be getting a little bit, making them have a little confidence, and then you just suck them in to what they can't handle, dude. You are nonstop pressure, and you look forward to the dog fight. And you're talking about not having brain cells in here. You're at regiment right now. Brian and them must be screaming, no, like what's going on this next fight? Are they is it the same thing? Let's just get into a dog fight. I'm gonna take your head off. We're gonna be on fucking Fight Pass again, man. I need to have eyeballs be shot out of skulls.
Nah, the plan is to move my head and get out of there, but that's the plan every time. We'll see what happens, but I don't know, man. I'm just training, man. We're just getting ready, man. I've never felt better, man. The shit these guys have showed me and I thought, dude, after 10 years, you kind of think like you kind of know some stuff, and then somebody shows you something, you're like, damn, I really don't know anything. So that's where I'm at every day, man. I'm just humbled, man. Coming to a new place, seeing new things, doing new things, and like everybody's so inviting, man. You think like you go to a gym and people are gonna be a little standoffish. These people like welcome me in with open arms. Everybody at the gym, I'm cool with everybody, and they're all great dudes. Like all my training partners, Aaron, Ryan Lavoy, everybody over there, Kelly, every dude on in the gym is welcoming and open, and I'm just ready. I'm just ready to do my part and do what I can to bring the regiment name somewhere else. You know.
Excellent, man. Well, your last fight, brother, was the start of something new for you here, man. And it definitely showed that fight. I mean, not that you pass ones, Kris. You're never in a fucking boring fight ever, man. It's either do or die with you in that cage, and man, that's what excites fans about you. Dude, I'm excited for you. I mean, the 28th, is that correct? That is CFFC 96, I believe. They have back-to-back cards. What night? Is it Thursday, Friday, or Saturday? Friday, Saturday cards?
It's Friday, Saturday,
Okay.
man. So I'm on the Friday card, and I think like a couple other mass people are people are on the Saturday card. Like I think Hillary Rose is gonna be fighting on that card and stuff like that. So it's cool, man. I'm gonna go down. Hopefully, I knock some dude out, and if not, man, I'm gonna still go down and eat some Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, you're gonna have a good. Well, Kris, we have a fighter that Lars and Travis manage, and he fought at CFFC a couple of times now, and we traveled to Philadelphia last month to watch him fight. A 6-hour ride, dude. It was like nothing. We had a great time. CFFC was fucking awesome. The card. Man, everything in there was really, really great as far as a fan's point of view. So you're going to have a great time. Whoever's heading down with you is going to have a great time because it's kind of opened up there. It felt like life had started again. You know what I mean? We're not getting much of that in the New England area because fights are just going to be starting to open up. But when you go there, Kris, it's like there's a breath of fresh air, man. And I think it's gonna blast your game off, your fighting performance even more, bro, when you feel it, bro. It's a good time. It's definitely. So
yeah, man, I'm super excited, man. Literally, man, this, like, I'm telling you, like, the amount of fights that fell out to try to get this one, and people saying no, and cards that just they didn't make sense, 3-day notices, 10-day notices to get, and I'm like, I'm in a good spot right now. You know what I mean? I came off a good win. I'm trying to build up my wins to get my shot. You know what I mean? That's all I want. I want one shot to show the world who I am and get my chance to make it. And if I don't make it, I don't make it. But I just want my one shot. So I'm not gonna take it on a 3-day notice fight or a 1-day notice fight.
Exactly. Out of your weight class, all that stuff. Because as you know, Kris, these matchups they've been trying to give us out of state, man. They're trying to put you against, not so much you, but some of our newer guys put them against killers because that's all that's out there. And fighters want to fight. So sometimes somebody might take a wrong fight, but you're in the great camp now under a great management. So they're bringing you along just fine. So Kris, who's making this trip with you? Who's going to be, I would imagine you guys are driving because it's basically right down the street. So who's in the convoy here?
Yeah, so my corner's Brian. I'm gonna drive down with Brian, and then Tommy's gonna meet us on the day of the fight, and then I guess been talking to everybody. There's a bunch of people that want to drive down, make it to the fight. They have a weird like seating thing, like where you have to buy a table and stuff. People are gonna have to figure out that and stuff. But there's a few guys I want to few people from the gym want to make the trip. I got a couple buddies from home that want to make the trip, so. Who knows, man? We might have a good little group down there, and we can rage afterwards. After I try to take somebody's head off. So
excellent. Well, Kris, if there's an extra fucking seat in one of those cars on the caravan, man, I'll jump in. I'll come for 12. I'll sleep on the floor in someone's hotel room, and it won't be the first fucking time. It'll be worth it to see you fucking drop eyeballs in the first row.
No, 100%, bro. It'd be good. Dude, yeah, man, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to just go out there. And this is going to be a great fight. I have nothing really bad to say about this dude. I don't know much about him. I know he's a scrapper. I know he likes to bang. And those are the kind of fights I like, obviously. So y'all are going to see something. If you like the last one, can't wait to see this one, bro.
Excellent. Well, this kid's coming out of I think his last fight was for Bellator. So I mean, he ain't no slouch. He's not. He's fighting for the big people, and he's fighting against really great competitors. So you're another one that he's gonna try to match wits with in there. So last thing, my friend Kris, shout outs, social media, anything you want to say before I let you go. We're a little over 2 weeks before you make that next trip.
No, 100%. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me on. Thank you to Regimen and all my training partners over there. Everybody that got me to this point. All my coaches that I've ever had that have brought me up and built me up. I want to thank my girlfriend for everything that she does for me. All this shit that nobody sees, and all the little things that I'm hard to deal with, man. I really am. I thank her for everything that she does. My family, my mom, my little brothers and sisters, and just all the people that have supported me throughout my career, man. I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna bring you all with me. Thank you so much.
Excellent, my man. Well, Kris Moutinho, man, thank you so much for giving me some time tonight to talk about, who you're fighting, when you're fighting, where you're fighting, and how you're going to be fighting, man. It's been a pleasure as always, brother, and I'm so happy that you found a home, and it's at Regiment, and they're right down the street from me. I know you guys moved to another place, but, after your fight, I'll be heading down there, and I'll be hopefully get a post-fight post-fight interview with you in the gym, and maybe you can, wrap me into a pretzel or something on camera. It'll be good TV, bro.
Yeah, bro. Thank you so much for everything you do, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. We'll be seeing you on the 28th. It'll be on UFC Fight Pass, and I know everyone in New England has that by now because all our fighters are fighting on there, in the past and in the future. So, Kris Moutinho, man, thank you so much, bro. You have a great night, and have a great another 2 weeks getting ready for this opportunity.
Yeah, thanks, man. God bless.
All right, good night, my man. Awesome. Great stuff with Kris Moutinho. Where do I get it? Oh, wrong one. So, let me get his text out. Man, Kris is not only a beast, a humble dude, very well-spoken, very knowledgeable what he wants, and he's under one of the best camps in New England right now on the Northeast coast in Regiment Training Center with all these people that he mentioned, right? Brian Raposo, Tommy Texera, Kelsey, Mitch Raposo, Aaron Hughes, Maddie. Who else is there? Ross Levine is in and out of there. Who else is over there? Just so many. Lavoie, DeBurge, Pat McCronin. A ton of killers out of Regiment. So with that said, that's my podcast. We had Dave Durao. We had Nate Russell from FAA. 2 amateur 125-pounders coming off wins this past Saturday night in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for Ultimate Battleground 7. I can't believe I'm remembering all those. And don't forget, Kris Moutinho will be fighting Friday, May 28th for CFFC 96 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania against, do I have his opponent? Yes, against Andrew Salas, 6-5. The dude is a grinder, a wrestler, coming off a loss at Bellator, but the kid has only been finished once in 11 fights, and we know Kris is a finisher, which means we're looking for a finish here. So with that said, The Room Podcast, we out of here.